I'm sitting up here looking through the chat now. I see some. Oh, dang, somebody said, hey, me. Good morning. Oh, I didn't even see that. Shoot. Yeah, I made a post in there and was out of there this morning. I didn't. We've had games, back-to-back games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it's Thanksgiving. I give out turkeys and all that stuff. I got all of that stuff going on right now.
Okay, cool.
So actually, and tomorrow I'm gonna have to cancel Zoom tomorrow unless Benton or one of you guys want to host it, because I have another game tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's holiday and then basketball done started, so it's like I have to
No, I feel you. Yeah, definitely.
So
Good night.
Hello,
Hey,
guys.
how's it going?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Hanging in there.
Hey,
Hey, it's
Donovan,
on the way to do it.
Okay.
Eugene, and then I see somebody new on there, Rihanna or something, Rena.
Yeah, I
Yes.
invited her. She's interested. She's gonna join up with us.
Oh, awesome. Well, welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good night.
Yeah. I know I ain't been on, guys. Things is pretty busy for me right now, especially with Thanksgiving coming.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, VC, I send you information that I'm all set now.
Yeah, I think I responded to you, no?
I'm not sure. I would have to check.
I think I did. I remember saying okay, but I'm looking at the list right now. All of your information and everything is there. Look like so. I don't know. It's just been like I said, crazy for.
Do we have everybody on the list now, or still waiting for some more people?
It looks like the only person that is missing is Sue, but I'm thinking that I'm just gonna go ahead and just give Fred the list to get you guys going. But it looks like only Sue. From all of the ones that said that they were going to do it, it looks like she is the only one that was missing.
A quick question though. Why were we instructed to do the $50,000 package?
Because the drawdown is much higher than a smaller one.
No, I'm talking. Why not the 500?
Well, because
Hey,
everyone can I didn't, honestly, I'm gonna be so blunt and honest with you. I didn't want you all to come in risking $3,500 out the gate until we show you all proof that it worked, and not only that, to help everyone make money in the beginning, not to keep having you all spend money. So leveraging the profits that you all are earning.
Yeah, but with those gems that Fred is dropping in the group, that is more than convincing.
right, exactly.
That's literally, that is understandable, Donovan, but I have to think about the entire group as a whole instead of.
I definitely understand. My question though is, can I start processing one of the 500?
Yeah, listen, like I said on the last Zoom, you all are welcome to purchase whichever account that you desire. It's solely up to your own discretion. But you can't do a minimum of the 50,000, because I know a couple people messaged me about the $25,000 account.
Yeah, and that's when I was talking to Rihanna about it, I told her no, we were not instructed to do the 25, so we have to start with 50.
Yes.
You know, she's there to listen in and see how this thing works. But I know she's coming on board.
Yeah, the $25,000 account only gives like a $1,200 drawdown. And as you guys see with the way Fred has been teaching you all how to trade,
Yeah.
and it's the $25,000 account just wouldn't work at all.
That's true. That's true.
Good night, or good morning.
Hey, Sean.
Good night.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Sean?
Who else? Oh, Pierre. I see you're on. Everyone's coming in. Yeah. I'm hungry. Who else is missing? Oh, Trish, I'm sorry. I see your message now. Guys, you have to excuse me because it is the holidays, and as you guys know, I do food distributions every week. I have 2 per week, and by it being the holidays, I have turkey drives. I have about 5 turkey drives. We have to give out turkeys within this next week in between Saturday, Friday, and the day before Thanksgiving. And then also I coach high school basketball. And we've had back-to-back games. Literally today we didn't have a game, but we had practice because we have another game tomorrow and one more on Friday.
You need an
Busy
assistant
woman.
coach?
Yes.
You need an assistant coach?
Shoot, I need an assistant coach right now for what we got going on here for MWA. So yeah, when you guys are messaging me, please, I am begging you all not to take it personal. If I am not responding right away, I am if I'm not responding, that means I am not on there. Even if you see the thing says I'm on, it may have came on in my pocket or something, but I'm not on, because you all know from the previous experience, I don't just ignore you guys. But these next 2 weeks is gonna be a little hectic for me. So please be patient with me. And then Vincent is always available too. You guys can message him as well. Wait, is Vincent even on yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Snap.
I didn't even
I'm not always available, but I definitely get back to you when I can.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it like that, but you my right hand, so it's letting them know they can message you too. I guess guys, wait, what time is it? Fred, you want to still wait? I didn't even post it on my page. You want me to turn it over to you or what? Or you want to wait a few more minutes?
Well, I normally wait, 15 minutes normally.
15 minutes, okay. All right, well, overall, guys, while we wait these last little 6 minutes, any questions, any concerns, any comments, please let it out.
Yeah, my question is when are we get the prop fund thing rolling?
Actually, I'm gonna send all of the information over to Fred tonight. I was trying to wait for everyone that told me that they purchased accounts, that they had everything submitted, because we had a couple people that was dealing with trying to get the funds over, locked out of their exchange accounts. I had one person send the money the wrong way, not to the prop firm company. So it's a lot of little small things. So I didn't just want to send 1 and 2 and and everything is all over the place. That's one thing you all know about me. I try to keep organization.
Yeah.
So but he will get everything from everyone that has submitted tonight.
Yeah, this
Have
one
a
it was a little bit different, you know, because normally when you're signing up like on a on a broker, it's a little bit different. So, because I even received a phone call from someone, I'm like, who is this? Why are they calling me? But the person was saying that they're welcoming me to 8 cap.
Delroy and Nick, hey guys.
I have a quick question
Hey.
for
Go
Fred.
ahead, Eugene.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey Fred, when it comes to passing the challenges, will you be doing them individually, or will you be passing all of them all at once, like at the same time?
They're gonna be individually. It's gonna basically be like in small groups. So for example, say for example, I pick 3 people for a day, you know, to take care of their, you know, trades. And then after theirs are pretty much done, we'll pick 3 more out of the group to take care of theirs. You know, go from there, just small groups.
Okay, because I was reading something on the frequently asked questions. It was saying that the question was is advisory expert allowed for on first class Forex, but it says it does, but it has certain stipulations at the bottom, like or so those I didn't really understand. So if you, I don't know if anyone knows really understand what that meant.
Well, so basically, all of them are going to be, you know, treated differently with different trades, pretty much. So you don't really have to worry about that. All of them will have different trades, but it'll be the same asset.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's almost time, guys. 2 more minutes. It's 2 more minutes.
All right, any other questions, any comments, please, guys, let it out.
Yep.
Nope.
After we pass the test and we are doing the real trade, what will our return look like?
Well, it'll be pretty much 1 through 8% per week.
Okay.
And guys, you know, you'll be able to kind of watch and monitor everything that's going on too, right?
Right. You can literally log into your account and, you know, check out everything if it'll make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, just to look, that's, yeah.
And then maybe y'all might even want to mimic some of the trades on y'all that y'all learning. Y'all, for those of you that are actually taking the time out to learn how to trade, you know, kind of watch and see what's going on.
Because as the trades are going, we'll be able to see what's happening on our M4, right?
Just one thing.
Trish, your phone is going in and out.
If we haven't heard from you and we've
Trish, we can only hear every other word.
submitted the form.
Trish, can
Okay,
you hear
I'll
me?
type it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'll type.
Okay, there you
Yes,
go.
I can.
All
I'll
right.
type to you.
All right, got it. All
I
right, Fred,
think her connection is lagging.
Yeah, she said she's just gonna type it.
Oh,
So
okay.
Fred, I am going to make you the host. Oh, hey Clara and Becker. I didn't see you guys on.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good stuff. Fred, I'm going to make you the host now, okay?
All right, that's fine.
All right.
Alrighty. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Loud and clear.
Okay, there we go. Alrighty, I'm about to share my screen really quickly. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So, wait, can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
All right, cool. Alrighty, so basically today we're pretty much going to go over identifying market structure, support and resistance trading, and trend line and consolidation trading. I know I covered some of this, last week and the week before, but just for those, who hasn't really pretty much got it down pat, I'm gonna go over it one more time to make sure, they understand as well, So first things first, let me go ahead and write out, let me give you guys an example of like how to identify market structure. So for example, let's just do this. Do anybody know what this is? What type of trend this is?
It's an uptrend.
Okay, right.
It's an uptrend.
Exactly. Okay, guys, this is an uptrend. How you would identify an uptrend is by it making higher highs, like here, here, and here, and lower highs. For example, here, here, and here. So that's pretty much like the main way to identify an uptrend. So let me delete this. Let me give you guys another one. Do you guys know what this is?
Nick said bullish. He said it
It's
in
a
the chat.
downtrend.
Yes, this is a downtrend, exactly. So how you identify a downtrend is by lower lows and lower highs. So this is a lower high, this is a lower high, and this is a lower high. This is a lower low, this is a lower low, and this is a lower low. That's pretty much how you identify a downtrend. One more. So this is what we call consolidation. So this is pretty much what we would call consolidation or liquidation. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how to place trades during this type of market condition as well. So just bear with me. We will be on that shortly. Let's see. All righty. So support and resistance. This is what support and resistance would look like. Actually, I should have left that up there. We're gonna leave that. So support and resistance pretty much would look something similar to this. So as you guys can see, we have this horizontal line. It's pretty much in closing price and an area where price normally, can't surpass, like this here, for example. This is what you would call resistance. It's an area where price has a hard time breaking above. So let me write that down 1 second. All right, so this would be what you call resistance up here, this red line. And down below it, we will call this support. Do anyone know what we will call this bottom red line support?
Because of price is not breaking below it.
Right. This is pretty much an area where price has a hard time breaking below. So we would call that support. I'm also going to be showing you guys how to place trades like with this strategy as well. So let's go ahead and get this off. Oh, one more thing. Trend and consolidation trading. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to show you guys how to also place trades during uptrends and also during downtrends. So just hang in there and we'll get on right to it. Let's take everything off. All right. So here we have the Euro USD on a 1 hour chart. So let's see if I can go ahead and find, well, we already have an uptrend right here actually. So for example, if you guys wanted to place a trade, let's go to the 1 minute chart actually, because I love the 1 minute. It's my favorite. All righty. All right, so we're gonna be looking at this region first. Just this whole region. Change the color to, okay. All right, so we're gonna be looking at this region to find a trade, during this uptrend. But the first thing you wanna do is identify, the market structure. So how you know this is an uptrend is if you grab a trend line tool, you can just find a point like within this area and just put the trend line tool underneath and just, follow the candlesticks with it. And then you will find that you have an uptrend, as you can see. So the first thing you want to do after the second thing you want to do after you draw your trend line underneath the candles to identify the structure, to actually find an entry, you have to figure out when is the market going to come back to this trend line, right? So what I would do personally, I always, let the market touch a few times. Like this would not be my entry. This would possibly be my entry, actually. So for example, if I was to get into this trade around this region, how I would go about that is, let me zoom in just a little bit more. I would allow, price to leave the trend line from here, and I will wait for price to come back. Like here, for example, I will wait after this. So once the price leaves this zone, let me just put a box right here. Once price leaves this zone, I would allow it to come back to pretty much this trend line. And what I would do is I would put an entry point at the area where I would want price to reject that. So for example, if price comes down, touches the trend line, I will wait until price leaves from it and come back to pretty much retest it, which would be this candle right here, this small green candle here. And what I would do is place my buy order right here once I see, this candle pretty much showing me that bullish momentum that I want to go ahead and proceed with, entering the trade. I would set my TP at an area where I know, price has to come to, meaning, let's see here. So for example, this is the most recent high, right? Based off of this trend. This is one of the most recent highs. So this would pretty much be my target if I was to hop into this trade on the 1 minute chart. This would actually be my target here. And the reason why is because you can see that there was a bit of bearish momentum right here at the top of this area of this candle here. Because you see price tried to push upward, but price wasn't successful. So this will most likely be my area of interest to take profit at. So normally what I would do, I would just line this area up like this and just drag this box across so that I can pretty much have a visual on where my target is or where it would be. So for example, this is literally how it would look for the TP. Did anybody have any questions regarding this?
I actually do have a question.
Go ahead.
So you say that you would wait for price to
retest?
Your TP would be to that area, what you just highlighted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you also, once your TP hits, would you take a sell trade thinking that it would go back down?
I would take a sell trade if I was to see, you know, this structure get broken first, because this is the thing, like with the market, liquidity rests above highs, lows, double tops, double bottoms, or equal highs or equal lows, right? That's where liquidity rests, meaning if I was to sell, I will wait until this area is broken above, which it did here. So I will wait until it's broken above first, because normally in the market, once price breaks like a breaks like a high zone, it normally comes back to retest an area that it broke from, pretty much. So, oh wait, someone's trying to get in the room. So this is the reason why we're placing my target here. And I won't, you know, automatically hop into a sale once it hits, simply because I would like to see what price wants to do first before I do that.
Got it.
Okay, now I would set my stop loss, you know, definitely underneath, you know, the last recent low, the lowest recent low. So for example, this will actually be like my most recent low, the last pretty much. But, well, no, actually this one, I'm sorry. This will be the most recent low, which this is the area I will cover with my stop loss. Normally, I do a 30 pip stop loss. So it'll look something similar to this. Let me drag this a little bit more. This is normally like a 30 pip stop loss right here, right? But we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is just cover the last low. So make sure, you know, you have your stop loss a bit under this one. It just pretty much protects you, you know, from losing too much money, if that is the case. Any questions on how I place, you know, my stop losses?
I have a question here.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That area that you're working in, right? Is it recent, or where is the most recent part of the candlesticks?
Where is the live price right now?
Yeah.
The live price is actually, this is live price action right over here. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. This is live price right over here. This is literally right now as we speak. So, right here.
You wouldn't place a trade in that area?
Well, if I was to trade, you know, now, yeah, I would have to place a trade in this area around here, simply because this is where, you know, price is at the moment. I'm just showing, you know, you guys an example pretty much. That's why I'm taking you guys here. It's like an uptrend example and how you could enter on it. That's all. But if I was to take a real trade, it'll be in this region where price is now.
But would that region be consolidation right now, the way it looks, or?
Honestly, yes. This would be literally consolidation right here, especially this little area. So as you can see, we pretty much got structure being broken from the consolidation zone a bit. But
Actually, Fred, do you mind taking a trade now?
I do mind taking a trade now, because I kind of want to, okay, I don't have to literally take a trade now, but I can set like a parameter up if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Like where I would trade.
I'm just saying, just to kind of show them.
Yeah, definitely. So if I was to trade this right now, what I would, you know, look for first is to see like what price actually wants to go. And as we can see right now, price doesn't know where it wants to go, because clearly it's up and down right now, ranging between these little zones. But I do see price coming back up to this region. I do see that happening, simply because we don't have any price action right here in this zone. As you can see, it's completely empty right now, but we do see price here, right? But it's empty, meaning price at some point would have to come back up here to fill in this, you know, empty area. So I do see that happening. Let's see. Also, what I like to do before I hop into a trade I like to mark out, you know, zones of interest to me. So for example, this would be a zone of interest. So with this up here, all of this would be a zone of interest as well. So let me take this one off. Move that one. Let me drag this across. So this would be a zone of interest for me if price was to come here. Because as you can see, we also have, go ahead.
So you said that price most likely will have to go back to that area, right? Where you highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when would you, like, what kind of confirmation would you look for to actually take a buy to get to that area?
Well, the confirmation I would look for is price breaking. Let me show you. I would need price to break this first. So let me just give you an example. So just say, for example, price comes out of here, right? I would like for this to happen. Price to come back down to this zone like this, and then, you know, push back up. But I do have to see price break from this area and retest this area though, before I do place a buy here. Other than that,
yep. So the retesting would be sort of a confirmation.
Right. That's why I would definitely, you know, be looking at then. But if I don't see this bullish pressure coming up, I wouldn't really want to take the buy too quickly.
Got it.
Hey, Fred, my question is, which one of the candlesticks would you be looking for to break that resistance line? The green one or the red one?
Well, I would be looking for the green one simply because the green candles represent, you know, bullish momentum or buying momentum. And the red candles, they represent, you know, selling and bearish momentum. So once the green candles, you know, the majority of them start breaking above, then yes, I'll be looking for a buy. But until then, I'm not. Actually, it did a break and retest for the sale though, I see. So this is basically what happened for the sale. We have this nice little support line become broken right here. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Let me draw it out. So it broke out, right? It broken out. Then it came back to retest the area. Then it broke out more. But for me, personally, if I'm looking at structure of the whole market, I wouldn't be too quick, you know, to look for a lot of sales. Simply because all of this occurred. It seems like the bulls, you know, want to take over again. But, you know, we just have to wait and see what happens. So, but let me go back to the example so I can cover the last, I guess, portion of it. The last thing I was pretty much talking about, though, I think, was the stop loss, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I think I did cover the stop loss, to be honest. But let me just say it one more time. So I will place my stop loss, you know, underneath the last low that was pretty much created from this trend line, meaning my stop loss will have to be underneath it. Maybe 2, 5, 10 pips. It's just up to you, honestly. But this will literally be my entry point right here based off of this bullish momentum right here, pushing off of the trend line. My TP will be here, targeting this high. Meaning I would have made about $15 if I would have put in, you know, $1 into this trade. It's not bad, but it's not a lot either.
So you go that deep with your stop loss based on hit, how would I put it? Basically, in case it make a turn, right? The market make a turn.
Right. Yeah, so normally, so this is something that I've noticed throughout the market. So price loves to touch where it has already touched. That's one thing I've noticed. So if you see, you know, price break away from an area, for example, let's say, It's really everywhere, honestly. So say here, for example, if price breaks here, as you can see, we almost had, you know, selling momentum here, but the bulls pretty much took over again, as you can see, the long wick at the bottom of this candle, meaning there are more, you know, orders here. More people bought, like right here, this specific area right here. Right? So as you can see, price did leave this area and it came back to touch it simply because people bought right here. And a lot of people placed their stop losses right here. Meaning when this candle touched underneath this line, it went under this candle. All right. And once this happened, it also triggered, you know, stop losses. And it triggered sell orders. Because it is, look, check this out, check this out. This was only created, these three red candles, these were only created to entice you to sell. That's the whole reason this was created, just to make you sell. And once you sell here, the market ended up reversing on you, simply because you thought it was going to continue dropping. But yeah, that's why you would have to always place your stop loss underneath, you know, the last low to basically cover your tail. So let's see if we can find one more example of, you know, uptrend trading. This could be another one, honestly. I see it right here too. We'll use it. So first, let me go ahead and box out the area I'm looking at. Actually, no, let's find a different area. One second, guys. Well, we can also, this is like a good area too. Right here. All right. First thing first, what you want to do when you're, you know, seeing a trend become, you know, forming, you always want to pick a point and, you know, draw your trend line according to how the market is moving. That's how you identify what type of trend you're dealing with. So as you can see, price has been making, you know, higher highs, as you can see, and it's been making higher lows, as you can see. So second thing you want to do, observe price, you know, let it do what it do. It's gonna definitely move away from the trend line. That don't mean hop in because you don't have a confirmation yet. So I would start here, and this price come down to the trend line, observe how price react to the trend line, right? And once you see that price is actually respecting the trend line, then that's when you can go ahead and place a trade. So here, I wouldn't place it here. I'll wait until I see this happens. This is how you know it's a confirmed trend line once you see touches of the trend more than once. So this reacted from the trend line about 3 times, then it went up. So now I will wait until price comes back to the trend line, which would be, it actually came back on this red candle. So at this red candle, this is where I'll be looking to place a trade around this region. Simply because now I see the momentum of price. So now the red candle came to the trend line, but a bullish candle came right behind it, meaning there was still a bit of bullish momentum, right? So now I will go ahead and set up my parameters. Where would I target? Let's see. Okay, so we see a nice target area. For me, it would definitely be right here because this is where the biggest drop took place, right? So I just marked this whole zone right here, just like this. So now I have a target area or area that I'm interested in. So now you just find your entry point. My entry point would be, let's see. My entry point would definitely be after it came back to retest the trend line, which would be on this move. So as you can see, price went up and it came back down. the red candle could not break the trend line, and the green candle pretty much pushed off of the trend line. This is where my entry point would be right here. Once I saw, you know, that rejection. That's what I love trading on, reactions. So pull up your TP to the area that you're interested in, which is right here for me, simply because this was a major point where price, you know, broke down with it. So I know a lot of orders has to be, you know, filled back at this region simply because there was a large drop in the market, right? So now stop loss. Make sure you cover pretty much one of the lowest lows, the most recent also. So for me, it'll definitely be this one. I wouldn't trust it. It'll definitely be under this low. And then, you know, you just let the market do what it does. You can either close your app out or you can watch it. But just make sure you sit on your hands and don't close out too early if you do see, you know, the market going against you at some point. But yeah, this would have been a $37 trade, which isn't bad either. All right, do you guys have any questions regarding entering on the uptrend or on the uptrend in general?
No, sir. I'm good.
All righty. I see it's some chats going on. Let me see if anybody asks anything. Okay, so we're good on the chat. All right. Since you guys have all this covered, I'm thinking I should maybe pick one of you guys. But now I don't think I need to put y'all on the spot like that. All right, so look, we're gonna go ahead and move on to
I'll do it.
Okay, I'll let you share the screen. Give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing.
One question before you go, Fred. So,
Mhm.
so it's where you have that trend line, right?
Right.
Going across to my right,
Mm-hmm.
where those candles are, how would you put a trend line there? Because basically it's like in a rhythm right there. It's not going all the way down or up.
Are you referring, like, which line are you referring to? This one?
Come out of that box. We're not using that box there. We're going over some more.
Over
No.
here? Or over here?
I think he's talking about the consolidation.
Oh, this is it, this zone right here?
Yeah, because it's not going down or it's not going up and down. It's like in a rhythm, or maybe it's because you're
Right. Right. This is what you would call consolidation or ranging or liquidation, pretty much. And normally what happens here, the reason this occurred is so this could happen. Right? After every consolidation, there's a big move or a medium big move. Like, it doesn't have to be too crazy, but you're definitely going to get some movement after a consolidation period. If I was looking to trade with the trend, I would not be, you know, interested in trading this area. I will wait to see, you know, once a trend is being formed. Does that help give you clarity on that question?
Yes, yeah, I'm just looking
Okay.
at it.
Okay, cool. All righty, let me share my, let me stop sharing. And you can go ahead and share. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. There we go.
I'm on my phone though. What do you want me to share?
You can share on your phone. You can just,
Okay.
you know, find a trend, you know, and show how you would pretty much enter on it, and where would you place your target, and why would you place your target and stop loss. So give me 1 second.
All right.
All right, you should be able to share now.
What do I click on the share? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Do y'all see my screen now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. You see it still?
Yep.
All right. Which one is this?
Oh man, we're on US 30. Oh
Oh,
man.
I'm on your, yeah. That's the only thing I look at, man.
Hey, I don't blame you. I love it. I love it.
All right. So how do I do this? So my screen is so.
I have a question. Do you have Trading View?
I don't. I had an account, but that's like I haven't used that in a long time.
Oh no, it's fine. Then you can stick with what you know more comfortable with. I was just wondering.
I do have an account, but I don't think I remember the login.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So this area here this looks like an uptrend to me.
Yeah, it definitely is. It
Yeah.
definitely is.
So looking at, well, how do I do the highlight on here?
Click on those shapes, the circle, square, and the triangle on the bottom right. Yeah. And click on the square.
This one, right? Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm moving. So if I were to look at this trade here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the lowest low would be where I started the trend line. So like you said, I would be looking at it for it to touch that trend line again.
Right. To
And
give you
I would
confirmation.
and I would look for that confirmation and take the trade. So my stop loss would be down, well, the lowest low.
If you want to, you can use a horizontal line to place, put where you would enter, take your profit and your stop loss. That'll be more, I guess, easier.
Let me delete. How you delete that thing?
Hold your finger on it and yeah.
Yep, got it. So I will put my stop loss right below this lowest low here. And my TP would be right here.
Why did you pick there?
Because that is the highest high from the most recent high. If I were to take that trade, like right at this confirmation, like right here.
Okay.
So I would place the trade here, well, or here. I gotta mark this.
Hold on. Yeah, I was about to ask, like, where is your entry point?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. How do I mark this thing? All right, got it. So my entry point would be once this breaks this the trend, touches the trend line here. So my entry point would be here.
Okay, perfect.
Then my TP would be at the top right here.
All righty, dude. That sounds, to me, it sounds like a winner. Like, this is exactly how I would, I would approach it the same way. So let me ask you though, is your entry point on the ones in the middle at these candles in the middle of the screen?
No, my entry point would be, let me highlight it. Hold on 1 second, so I can show you.
Yeah, because I'm curious at which area you're specifically looking at. But I think you're looking at the right area that I'm looking at. Okay, exactly.
Right here.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah. That's literally how I would do it myself. So good job,
I'm
dude.
learning, Fred. I'm learning, Fred.
Hey, you're doing it, dude. Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see it for sure.
Sir. All right, let me start my screen now.
All righty.
How do I start? All right, it's all yours.
All righty. Good job, though, man. Definitely good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All righty. Can you guys see my screen? All righty. So let me go over a downtrend scenario for you guys. So let's see. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering because my phone, my laptop is, I hear a weird sound in my headphones right now. Alrighty, so here we go. So we pretty much identified this as a trend line, right?
Yes, sir.
A downtrend actually, because we have, lower highs and lower lows pretty much. So after you, pick your point, let me actually highlight this whole region. One second. All right. After you pick your point, what you want to do is observe price. So this would be my, starting point. So if I see price, tap this area, cool. So now I know I have a confirmed trend line after, the price came here and rejected, right? So from there, I will wait until price, comes back upward to pretty much tap into the trend line again, which would be literally, it would be this area right here, of course.
Yep.
So actually this trend line is actually kind of not directly on it because normally we don't count wicks on the trends because wicks normally, represent like the bank's trying to stop you out pretty much. Because a lot of people, they trade on the wicks. So that's why we have, wicks like this. But once you see price come back into your zone for a retest, so this will be like the initial touch that confirmed it. Now, wait for the retest, which is this move. Let me just write that down. So this will be the retest area right here, right? This is where I would place a trade based off of this bearish momentum right here. So my trade would literally be at the top of this candle. I'm at the bottom of this bearish candle. And I will cover, the most recent, high, which would be this right here. So make sure you cover that with your stop loss so that you won't get wicked out. So then the TP is going to be, let's see. We'll go back in the past. How far in the past do we have to go to view this? Okay, let's find out. So based off of the trend line, we can see, price, this actually looking more favorable to me because I see a lot of liquidity right here. So mark your zone out, and just drag it over. That's normally what I do. Drag it all the way over. Now, put your TP at those regions. So my TP most likely will be like 50% of this whole square almost, which can pretty much, guarantee you money because price always has to travel back to areas that build liquidity so they can clear out, either the buyers or sellers. In this case, the buyers were cleared out because price had to go down into it, right? As you can see here. You can also, you know, aim for this low. For me personally, I don't like to aim for the lowest lows because sometimes, you know, we come down like this. It'll probably come downward and then stop right before it get to your low and reverse, just like it did pretty much right here. But it actually hit the low here. You guys following me?
Yes, sir.
All righty. So this is pretty much how I would set up this trade. And it is a $28 trade risking $16. Typically, this is how I scalp pretty much. I do quick, small trades, and they all, you know, add up at the end of the day.
2 for 1.
Exactly. So let's see. Let's do one more, you know, downtrend example. See if I can find one. I'll be uptrending from here. Let's go back this way. This could be one. This is a funky downtrend. Yeah, it's funky, like literally.
Yeah.
All right. So just say we did, you know, experience this market condition. So as you can see, we have a very high peak, but then we start to see a trend being formed, as you can see. Lower highs, lower lows, right? First things first, get your tool, find you a point. My point would, actually, I would pick a point like this right here. I like to be like, you know, with the nitty gritty with it. But honestly, it could either be this point or this point. I would rather pick this one because it has a better, you know, reference to its start. Because now, as you observe price, we could find a nice little confirmation right here to let us know that we are pretty much in a trend. And we also see a lot of more rejections off this trend line. So we have another confirmation here. This would be the one that I would look at to say, yeah, this is definitely a trend line, right? So what you want to do when you try to hop into this position, all you have to do is allow price to leave the area that confirmed it and to come back into the line, right? The trend line. Once you see that it comes back, make sure you observe the reaction to the trend line, right? So once I see pretty much this bearish momentum picking up, I will end up hopping into the trade right here in this region, right about here. At the bottom of this bearish candle right here. And you make sure you use, you know, a nice stop loss to cover pretty much the top wick, which would be this one in this case.
Which is the most recent high. The most
Yeah,
recent
you're
one.
right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Definitely. So make sure you cover that one so you won't get wicked out just in case it does want to come back and touch this price. And then what I'm going to target is, let's see. So we have a huge imbalance right here, actually. This would be an amazing target, to be honest with you. Because as we can see over here, there is nothing filling all the orders that were placed between these two green candles. This is like complete emptiness, right? And normally when we have complete emptiness like this, price tends to go back into it pretty much so we can fill more orders. So I would target an area just like this, the top of it. This is typically how I trade. I would target the beginning of it pretty much. It's really like right here. So this is pretty much how the trade would look like if I were to take it. I have a stop loss above the, you know, the most recent high. And I have my target at a nice imbalance that was created right here in this region. So as long as you can answer, you know, those questions as to why your TP is at a certain area, why is your stop loss at a certain area, and why are you entering at a certain area, you should have a good trade on your hands. I'm not saying it's going to win 100% of the time, but it's still, you know, a good trade. Yeah, so this would have been a $39 trade, which is pretty much $40. But yeah, it was a nice trade, nice downtrend trade. Do you guys have any questions on this?
Nope.
I love it how we're having a one-on-one session right now. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's pretty much sums it up for the uptrend and the downtrend trading. So let's pretty much check out the consolidation trading really quick. Let me take a sip of my tea. Give me 1 second.
Get you some nice ginger tea. That helps a lot.
Yeah, I got peppermint right now.
There you go.
Yes, sir. But let's see if we can find a consolidation trade. Let's go to a different pair. We'll try US start with this. Let me see what's up. Oh wait, I already did some work on this chart. Okay, not this one. We'll go to this one. All right. All right, guys. So as you can see right now, we have some crazy consolidation going on, right? So the first thing is that you pretty much really want to do, we can actually, sum up this consolidation trading into the support and resistance trading, because this is pretty much what it's going to boil down into. So the first things first, what you want to do is identify, the support and resistance area of the liquidation zone, which would be, let's see. Let me draw this black line actually. Maybe somewhere like this and like this, right? As you can see, we have price pretty much bouncing up and down on this support line, which we could see that it has very strong support. So by observing what price did here and what price did here, I now know that we have a nice support, because this was how many candles? 1, 2, about 8 candles, 9, 10 candles pretty much touched this line and it didn't break through, meaning we have a strong support within this consolidation zone, right? So now what you're going to wait for is you want to let price leave the area to come back to the area, which is pretty much going to be up, down, up, right here. So this is the zone that we want to look at now. This is my area of interest. As you can see, we had price trying to break right here on this red candle, right? But price was very unsuccessful at breaking, and we saw the bullish pressure pick up. If I would have, saw this bullish pressure right after the red candle, I would know that we still have a good chance of going back up to the top to tap, the resistance line, which would be right up here, right?
Yeah.
And we know this is resistance up here simply because we have this consolidation zone right here. Price was failing to break, going above, as you can see here. Then it used, a very strong move to push down. So that's how we know this is already a solid resistance line. Well, area. So, no. So as price, pretty much touched this support zone, this is where I would have entered in at, right here on this second green candle, because this would have let me know that, price definitely wants to go up more. So what area would I target? I find all my targets by looking at past price history, meaning just look to the left and you will see where your target can be at. If price broke from this zone, this is definitely the zone I would be targeting personally, right here. Right about here. I love to target the zones where price break from because orders do have to be filled at these specific zones, and a lot of orders has to be taken out at these specific zones. So as you can see right here, let me actually take this line off. Let me use a trend line actually. So at the top wick of this green candle, just draw the line all the way across, right? And that's where you will find your target. So this is how we do it. Draw my TP right to that line. Boom. Why did I draw my TP to this line? Can somebody tell me?
Because that's where the consolidation happened.
Exactly. This is where this consolidation happened, which is why I'm targeting this specific area. So now, regarding my stop loss, always place your stop loss underneath the last level. And this is US 30, so you got to be kind of, you know, you got to kind of move the stop loss just to be safe. Yeah, just to be safe, because this is 40 pip stop loss. It doesn't even look like it, you know. But honestly though, like if I was to just hop into the trade, I definitely would just start out with 30. Because, you know, the 30 pips, it pretty much covers this low right here. So that's why I would think it's safe. So, you know, once we get into the trade here, boom, take it up. This was like a quick win, quick 70 bucks. And risking only 30. So that would have been like a beautiful support trade. Alrighty. We can also, you know, sum a resistance trade down into this as well. Because now we see that we already had, you know, resistance at this region. Now, let me take off this one actually. Oh, wait, I just hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Share my screen. Just delete this right there. All right. So now this is how you know we will have a good resistance setup. As you can see, we have resistance already built within this area. So now, what would you do? Just allow price to come back and travel to the resistance area, which is here. So now we have a confirmed resistance, right? Right here. As you can see, price left from the resistance, came back, and it pretty much rejected again. So now I know that we have a pretty much strong resistance that we can, you know, possibly trade on. I honestly probably would have gotten into the trade here simply because I would have counted the wick area, like this whole area here. I would have counted this as a touch at resistance on this. So I probably would have gotten in right here. So it would look something like this. That would have been my entry right there on this second red candle right here. My stop loss would definitely go above, which would be here. But make sure it's 30 pips with US 30, you know, minimum 30 pips. If you don't, they could definitely wick you out. But this stop loss also, you know, it covers this high and it covers this high and it covers this high, right? If price really, so if price really wanted to travel past this region, it would have broke past on this, right? But clearly we can see price didn't want to go into this zone anymore, because if it did, it would have definitely broken on the first touch. Well, the second touch I made, which is this one. So my entry point is here, place my stop loss here, 30 pips above, you know, the recent high. So now my TP would be at an area where I know there was, you know, liquidity built. And how do you know you have liquidity built in an area? If price touches an area consistently, that is where liquidity is built. Okay. So
also known as consolidation.
Yeah, same. Yeah, they all really fall into the same thing at the end of the day.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is pretty much my zone, what I would be looking at, because I can see price has been, you know, respecting this support area for quite some time. As you can see, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches, 4, 5, right? We got 5 touches here, meaning there's liquidity in this region. So my target is definitely going to be at that area. It's going to be like right here to be exact. Simply because this is where the candles touched. the support line pretty much. So this would have easily been another $70 trade with the 30 pip stop loss. And this is what you would call support and resistance trading, or you could call it consolidation trading, because they kind of fall hand in hand if you really want to look at it or be technical. Do you guys have any questions on support and resistance?
Crystal clear.
Man, I'm glad you're finding everything, very smooth. Because I do want to see, some of you guys' results on your personal trades. I think that'll be really dope if, you're actually finding value in what's being taught to you and actually, using it. That'd be really dope. So let's see. I think since there are no guys like for me to do like a live trade, I think that'll be fun. Oh, the market is ugly though, man. I noticed something. Maybe I may start changing the times up on the sessions so that we can have, better market conditions. Because honestly, right now they're not as good. But I see a possible trade right now though, based off of this support line. As you can see, what's happening right now, right?
Yep.
This is literally textbook. It literally just rejected off of this support that I drew for an example, right?
Yep.
So now, let's see what would happen. Because personally, this is what I would do if I did see this live. Well, I am seeing it live, but if I was to trade it, this is what I would do. I would look at, the areas around, right? First, you have to, I hear weird noise in the microphone. It's really like screechy. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. But if I was to hop into this trade, it'll definitely be pretty much based off of, if I see this rejection isn't even good enough, but I would hop in around this region. So price comes back down to this region, it'll definitely be like a sell stop order with a 30 pip stop loss, which would be about right here. My target would definitely be an area of consolidation, which would be, this is a nice area of consolidation right here as well. So this is an area, this is an area, this is an area. But honestly, this isn't a good trade setup though. The market is super choppy right now. So I actually won't even get into this trade. Let me take this off. This is not a good trade setup, but it did respect this trend line. I mean, resistance line. Let's see, what else? Do you guys want one more example? Or do everyone, has this down pat?
Speaking for myself, I'm good.
Guys, I need you all to kind of let me know if you're following along or not, so I can know if I can move forward,
All good on my end.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Prince, I'm learning, still not confident, but I'm learning, and your teachings are really getting me more and more confident. But I'm definitely not ready to live trade, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm enjoying everything that you're showing us, and I'm happy that it's getting recorded, so I will come back and watch it over and over again, maybe.
Right. But yeah, guys, if all of you guys are pretty much, understanding what's being taught so far, like it kind of sums up, the training session, because we were only going to go over, well, pretty much recap, downtrend, uptrend, and consolidation trading, which also is the same thing as support and resistance trading. So that kind of pretty much sums up, the training at the moment. So now I will go ahead and let Violet, take over, and she can close us out. So let me stop the screen share.
Thank you, Fred.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem.
Thanks, Fred.
Yes, sir. Violet, are you there? She may not be at the mic right now. Well, I guess I can go ahead and close you guys out. Guys, thank you for pretty much tuning in to this training. If you guys, do find any questions that you do want to ask, feel free. You can personally message me, or you could text it in the group chat, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Oh, she's finally back. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I was trying to talk, but it was on I didn't realize it was still on mute, and I was trying to answer you.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, but good stuff tonight, though. Guys, if there's no other questions, I appreciate everyone time. I think Fred did an awesome job tonight, sharing things, breaking things down for you all. So tomorrow, I do want to let you all know that tomorrow I will not have Zoom tomorrow because I have a basketball game. But we will be back on Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please invite your people. And this Zoom, I guess I will I'll upload it. I just don't want to upload every Zoom that he does to keep it exclusive to our community. But I think this one was really great and direct and straight to the point. I think it was a little more broken down for you guys. So maybe I'll share this one. But if no one else have anything to say or any questions to ask,
Sorry,
Fred?
I just got one thing, but it's about the first class Forex. Is now a good time to ask about it, or
is it what?
the Forex, the first class Forex? Yeah, I got I done everything. I'll send it off to you guys. But I've got the 8 cap. They're calling me and asking me about, if I've logged in, if I want to trade in with money. And I've just said, I haven't looked at it at the moment. I haven't looked at it at the moment. I'm not sure why they're calling me or what's going on, or if anyone else.
Don't worry. So basically they're just following up, but don't worry. Fred is going to get the list tonight for those of you that have purchased an account. And if you're on here and you are interested in doing the prop firm strategy and process, please, everyone, get your information in as soon as possible. But I am going to send the list over to Fred tonight as soon as I end the Zoom. So if you're not on there tonight, please make it your business to get your stuff in either tomorrow or by the weekend, and you will be on the next list. But I am going to send him the 10 or 12 that I have now.
Perfect. Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you, Violet.
You're welcome, Eugene. All right, guys, have a good evening.
Okay, thank you.
All righty, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Good luck on that game tomorrow.